Y'all, today's gonna be a good one. I hope you're ready because I've had my coffee, I've had my sermon, I worked out today, I am feeling it. It's going to be a great message today. I hope that you are ready for it. But first, in order to fully prepare ourselves to encode it into our brains, we are going to use a few of the best ways that have been proven by science in scientific studies to help our brains remember this information. Because if you don't remember it, if it's not in the forefront of your brain, if it's not transferred into that long-term memory, if it's not put in those neural pathways, then what is the point of even watching this video, right? So two of the very best ways to set ourselves up for success is one, write down information that you find important. So if you don't have a piece of paper and a pen, go get one, pause this video, come back. Okay, now that you did that, the second best way is to make our bodies ready to change our state. If you missed last week's video of changing our state and how by changing our state, we change our story that we tell ourselves, and by changing our story, we change the way that we approach situations and the way that we approach solving problems in our lives. If you missed that video, click right here and go watch that, because I may be referencing some things that don't make sense to you if you missed it. And now y'all know the second best way is to incorporate movement into our lives. So let's get up, start dancing, throw yourself a little dance party, and then we'll get started. Y'all dance like no one is watching and like nobody cares because they don't. Let's go. This is only the third week that we have been incorporating movement into the beginning of our video watching sessions. I don't know what to call these. But I am feeling great. I'll tell you what, I have been doing these dance sessions because of course I'm filming them and then I'm putting them in the video, and I just feel my body and my mind elevated every time that I do that, and it really helps, I think, with the clarity, with my message. So I hope that you're doing it, whether you are driving in your car. I know that I have a few friends that watch these videos to and from work, so if you're driving in your car, you can still create energy, you can still create movement in your seat. Or if you're watching these videos at the gym, I don't know about you, but I am a big podcast watcher and YouTube watcher while I'm working out. So have a little dance party break in between your sets. So wherever you are, I hope that this creates some energy and vibrancy in your day today. Okay, so I touched on this point in last week's video, but I wanted to just dive into that very briefly in the beginning of this video again, because it's just such a crazy statistic. In the future, after watching this video, let's say 3 weeks in the future, by just watching this video, being present, receiving all of the information, focusing, not spending time texting on your phone, all of that, by just watching this video, you'll remember about 30% of the information. If you take the time to write down the information and review it even, which would be a bonus, that jumps to about 60% memory recall. If you also incorporate movement, that jumps to 90%. That means that you are doing so much for yourself and your body and your mind by just writing down your goals, listening with intent and mindfulness, and incorporating some movement. I am so passionate in discovering ways that we can help our brain, because there is so much going on up here that we don't even know about. And oftentimes we don't know how to help ourselves, and we think that it's a matter of willpower or consistency or dedication, but there are physical things that we can do to help ourselves solve problems, to grow, to develop, to achieve things in our lives. When thinking about this topic, it reminded me of school when we were taught about the different ways that we learn. So you have visual, kinesthetic, auditory, and reading and writing. And what I remember in learning about these different types of learning is that we're all primarily like one type of learner. So you might be a more kinesthetic learner, I might be a more visual learner. However, we can learn using all 4 of these modalities. It's kind of like on a fitness journey, you may primarily lose weight from your diet, but you also need to work out, you need to get enough sleep, you need to reduce your stress. Does that make sense? So my goal in pointing out this fact is to help you realize that there are different ways that you can help yourself. sometimes we get so caught up in this is the way that I'm going to succeed, this is the way that I can help myself, and try to force something that is just not working. And that's okay. Just because it works for someone doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. Everyone is different, and that's what makes the world beautiful. I want to make a simple connection for you that is simple but very profound. So on the topic of goal setting, I want to take you through this little visualization, okay? So I want you to think about, you set a goal for yourself. You want to lose 10 pounds. You want to get an A on your next test. You want to land that dream job. You want to find your perfect person. Okay, so you set your goal. That is a huge first step. And if you feel like you don't even know exactly what types of goals to set, you don't really know what direction you want your life to go, I want you to watch this video. I think you might find some clarity in that. But let's just say you already set your goal. So I want you to visualize yourself on a boat, stepping onto a boat, okay? So you're gonna go on this grand adventure, grand journey, and your journey is just starting. You haven't even stepped onto the boat yet. So putting your first foot on the boat is setting that goal that you just did. So congratulations, you set your goal, you're well on your way. However, I think that this is where a lot of us get stuck. I know I get stuck here. I feel nice and motivated. I just listened to a motivational speech and I set a goal for myself. So I want you to take a minute and visualize this imagery. You have one foot on the boat, one foot behind on the dock. Why is it stuck there? Why can't we just take that next step and fully invest in our goal and fully invest in this grand adventure? Everyone's answers are gonna look different. Some common reasons may be fear, not being able to fully trust ourselves, not being able to fully believe that this can happen to us, that we can achieve blank. Maybe we heard a word from God or got a feeling that this was the direction that our life was meant to go, but we are not able to fully trust in that or believe that that is our path. We set some goals. We take that first step and tell ourselves that we really want to achieve them. I really want this. But then we have no follow-up. We're not able to take that other step onto the boat. Now I invite you to sit with this once this video is finished, to sit with this thought and question, why am I not able to fully commit? What is holding me back? Is it fear? Is it insecurity? Is it unbelief? What is it? Name it and take away its power. The second step is exactly what we do on this channel, which is educating ourselves and finding other ways to help our brains, our minds, our bodies to have the confidence and have the ability. Maybe you feel like you have the confidence, but you're lacking the know-how or the ability, is having that strategy to take that final step. Setting goals in our heads is much different than writing them down, visualizing them, setting daily intentions, visiting our goals daily, and approaching them from a very mindful and constructive perspective. There's a huge difference between setting a goal and setting an intention. And maybe this is a video for another day because we can dive so deep into that, but very briefly, setting a goal is the action, right? So you write down the goal that you want, but setting the daily intention that you're putting into the universe, that you're reminding yourself every single day, I am worthy of being my ideal body weight. I am worthy of my ideal relationship. I am enough just the way I am to get this perfect job. I want you to think about something that you are really, really proud of achieving right now. Just first thing that comes into mind, what would you consider one of your greatest achievements in your life so far? Maybe it's graduating school. Maybe it's getting a very competitive job and your dream job. Maybe it's starting a family. What do all of these achievements have in common? They all took work and dedication to achieve. All good things, whatever it is, takes consistency, dedication, intention. Unfortunately, life is not taking 2 steps onto the boat and sailing off into your dreams, sailing off into the sunset of adventure. You want to stick with the boat analogy? How does a boat function on the sea? It doesn't just take off and then nobody does anything, right? You need an entire crew, you need to put in that work, you need to stay around the clock making sure that everything is working perfectly so you don't have any issues, right? Have a clear goal. Set very clear and concise intentions and touch on that goal every single day. I've been having some conversations recently of people not maybe being where they want to in life, and that's okay. I just want to remind you that it's okay if you're not exactly where you want to be in life, regardless of your age, regardless of any other external circumstances. But what is one small thing that you can do today to take a little baby step towards where you want to be? That is what I invite you to focus on this week, is what is one small thing that I did today that I know deep in my heart is leading me towards where I want to go. One small thing, okay? It does not have to be this big monumental change or thing that you did. The key here is being mindful. I think sometimes we get so caught up in complicating things and thinking that if we have a goal, then we have to drive ourselves into the ground trying to achieve it. Faster is better, harder is better. Slow down. I am a big supporter of practicing self-care and taking breaks. It's all about mindfulness. It's all about intention. What if everything in life is happening for you and not to you? What if we adopted the mindset that the universe is constantly and consistently working together for our intentions and for our goals, even if we don't see it? So to the friend that is feeling beaten down and tired and like your wheels are spinning but you're just not going anywhere, stay consistent. Continue to learn about more ways that you can help yourself, like writing down your goals, like incorporating movement into your daily routine. Figure out how you can take that other step onto the boat and fully commit to whatever goal you have. If you feel at peace in your heart that this is what you're supposed to do, this is what you're meant to do, and if you feel a sense of inner peace, your intuition, your gut, whatever is calling you towards something, then the only person that can stop you is you. You might have setbacks, you might have delays, you might have things that you have to overcome, but that is all part of the process. What if you have something to learn in those situations rather than, oh, this is deterring me or stopping me from my growth? What if everything in life is happening for you and not to you? I'll see you next time, friends. Bye.